Who could have envisioned such a great trailer today?
I'll take it.
That was lame.
I'll take it.
I find your lack of faith disturbing.
It's been a while since we've heard these. I was thinking about that last episode.
What?
Oh, not a Mandalorian themed music or not Clone Wars themed or Bad Batch. I haven't clipped the new one yet. Remind me after. I'll do it before. Wesley Andrews.
Hey everyone, welcome back to another trailer-tastic episode of Empire Radio. I'm Jeremiah.
I'm Drew.
And we are back. Just
Yes,
a couple
we are.
minutes ago we were on, but now we're back. Episode 201.
Ooh, that's so cool. We're in our
201. But we're back with the Visions Volume 2 trailer. We can't say Season 2, it's Volume 2. But we're back. And we knew that this was coming because the panel for Visions was today, Monday. And so we're going to get a trailer, and we got it. So if you're listening to this, go check out our trailer reactions on YouTube. Check those out. Those are always fun. And now that I'm starting to do reaction stuff, getting that figured out, you can see my face react to some things. So
Yeah, go
Drew,
like both of ours.
Yeah, Drew's a goat, so he's been doing it. He's an OG. He's been doing it a long time, so you're familiar with his reactions. But I'm new to it, trying to figure it all out. But I'm starting to get it.
You'll
But
get
you're
the
here.
hang of it. Just scream a lot and act way more surprised than you actually would be.
Yeah, I don't know how to do the thumbnail like you do your thing yet. I just put my generic headshot in the thumbnail. Yes, but Visions Volume 2 comes out May 4th. All 9 episodes, like before, where Season 1 was all released at one time. This is, again, released all at once. So this trailer is really good.
Yes.
I don't remember the first season's trailer being as good as this one, but this one is really good. Just a hype. And there's some in here that are way exciting. So
yeah, for me it was like I didn't remember it being this good, the first one.
Right.
I think it was though, but like for this one, the different thing about this one is that it's not just like traditional anime style animation.
Because
like there's claymation in this, some like stop motion ish style animation, and then there's like legit like not Clone Wars, but like
3D stuff.
3D animation.
So like the one that we see like opening, where it's like seems like the thumbnail and everything, it's like a duel between like a red lightsaber and a yellow lightsaber, and the clips that we see from that one really reminded me of Into the Spider-Verse animation style.
Oh yeah.
So that was really exciting. So
that movie's coming out soon. The new one.
Across the Spider-Verse.
I'm super excited for that.
But what's interesting, big difference between this season and the first season is that the first season was all Japanese anime studios.
Yeah.
Whereas this one is a global effort. So you got people from India, or studios from India, Chile. I think there's one from France, South Korea. I think there's a couple Japanese studios.
There's one from the States too.
Is there?
Yeah.
So that's really exciting that it's more a wider range now of interpretations of Star Wars and all of these things. So that's exciting. And part of me is like, that Into the Spider-Verse style, I want them to make a show or a movie or something. That'd be so cool. But let's just
my question is it because the first one, like, even like there was like a Japanese trailer, right? Did they have that in this?
Oh, I haven't had time to look that up, but might as well just jump into it, because trailers like this are hard to break down just because every
So
half
many.
second it's jumping to a different show and a scene and all that stuff. But this opening is really really great. So a guy walks in, classic through an elevator door or sliding door, and so this kind of reminded me of the guy from the Old Republic video game trailers. Is it Darth Malgus? Is that his name? From those cinematic trailers that they put out. It just kind of reminded me of that. He has yellow eyes. Kind of has like an Inquisitor mask on the bottom half of his face. And then he ignites his lightsaber.
There's like these weird things coming out the side of his head. It's his hair, maybe. I don't know.
He's a weird looking guy.
So cool, man.
He's definitely the bad guy in this. But if you look at like at I don't know 15 seconds, he's dragging his thing like his hilt is kind of cool, where it's more like a sword, like where it's kind of flat. Because like when we see cross guards in Star Wars, it's always with like saber plasma blade. But this one is just kind of like a regular sword, and it looks like it's a flat blade too, which is cool.
Because I really like when he dragged in this trailer. He dragged his saber across the floor, and it's changed between blue to red, like the logo. I thought that was cool. Really cool.
So now the big question is: Season 3, what color is the logo going to be? Blue, red,
yellow?
Is it going to be green?
Oh, green maybe.
I think green.
You think there'll be a season 3?
Oh yeah.
Or volume 3?
Volume 3. Yeah.
I thought that was really cool when I watched it. Like, dang, that's sweet.
Yep. And then a woman comes out into the hallway, ignites her lightsaber yellow. It looks like it's a much smaller blade and it's curved, more like a samurai sword. And so this is the big. Seems like there's two big lightsaber duel episodes. There's this one, and there's one later on with like a lady that's like in hiding, and someone's hunting her. That looks really cool. But then they go at each other, and it's just the blade. Like it's kind of like it's like this 3D animation, but it's also 2D, and it's like very stylistic. But like.
Well, the thing about her blade is later on you see that the bottom half is a red lightsaber too.
Is it? Oh, I didn't see that.
Yeah, if you see it later, it's like a dual lightsaber.
But like when you are watching their blades go through the air, it looks like paint
strokes.
Strokes. It just and then it's really interesting. It's really interesting style. And then
if you stop really at 25 seconds, you can see her hilt, and there's a hole on the bottom of her hilt.
Right, really fast. I can't stop that fast. But yeah, so we'll see more of that later on. But I'm more hyped about that one than anything. But
I am pretty hyped about that duel.
But this next one at 28 seconds, this is like a stop motion one.
This is the one I'm actually the most excited for.
This one's it's like, is it clay? I think it's probably clay. Like a claymation type thing.
It's so unique looking.
Kind of I haven't watched a lot of stop motion stuff, but I don't know. I just think of like the only one I've ever seen is Fantastic Mr. Fox. Have you seen that one? That one's really good. Like I think George Clooney voices the fox or something like that. It's really good. But yeah, and we'll see more of that. And then it's just some 2D, more traditional anime style one after that. And it says 9 celebrated. Oh,
I was just gonna say it looks like a lady's like in a train car or something.
Yeah,
maybe it's on a deck.
But then it says 9 celebrated animation studios. And then this next one, this is an interesting style. Like it's another 2D thing, but it's more. I feel like this might be the French one. I don't know. Has a little,
It kind of reminded me of like the
has a
Studio
little ooh la
Ghibli
la
one.
type of
It reminded me more of the Studio Ghibli style one. Because
Maybe.
if you watch like the Studio Ghibli short Grogu short thing,
Yeah,
it has this style. Like it's very like cartoony, like face, but then behind it is more realistic. Like the characters and stuff in it are 2D, like very cartoony, one dimensional, and then everything behind it though is like more realistic. It kind of reminds me of Studio Ghibli style.
Yeah,
So
this
it could
one's
be
like
Japanese. I'm curious
like
what Andrew would say about this one.
right, because it kind of reminds me of like I don't know, like water paint almost. Like in the background, like how they did that, but then like at the front, it's more this kind of this drawing, hand drawn type stuff.
Yeah, that's what I mean.
But it's a cool like they have a little speeder thing. Is that a frog lady that's sitting on that thing with her at 35 seconds? It's really
Oh,
fast.
maybe. Yeah.
It's a frog lady from Mando.
It could be. That'd be cool.
But
They're just like driving speeders across.
yeah, and some
this
crazy
field
kids laughing
with like
as
snaggletooth.
But yeah, so then looking out at her name's Daal or Daal, I don't know, Daal. That's what the subtitles are showing. And it's just kind of like, what if you keep going? Like, kind of just like, maybe she just wants to search the galaxy and travel the galaxy, and maybe she's stuck on a planet. Because I think earlier on, when you first see that, there's like smokestacks on the far left, kind of including that planet or something. So maybe she just wants to leave and find a better place to live. And then another at 41 seconds, another classic anime
41.
style stuff. Huh? 41 seconds.
I was still at before you get to the right after that, it seems like this is a different anime altogether. Potentially.
Oh, the doll chick?
Like after the doll chick.
Oh,
at 39 seconds.
Oh, I don't know. I thought that was kind of the same because same kind of water
does that
paint.
kind of look like Tatooine? It's like
you see two balls in the sky. You gotta start thinking of.
Do you blame me?
I don't know. It could be anywhere in the galaxy. Who knows? But yeah, 41 seconds. Rugal is another character saying no need to fear.
And this animation reminds me a lot of the twins.
This one does?
Yeah.
Twins was more like I don't know.
It just looks very traditional Japanese style anime.
This one reminds me of the one that has the group of Jedi trying to find their master, like the fifth Jedi. What is it? One where they're on the moon and they.
Is that your favorite one?
No, that's the village. Come on, the Village Bride. Come on, it's that one that has like the Jedi. They're trying to like find the master.
Oh yeah.
And like they start betraying each other, and then like the blades change color. Whoever's hand it's in. It kind of reminds me more of that anime style. But who knows? Because I don't think there's any.
The ninth
Jedi, yeah. Because I don't think any of the same studios are redoing a second.
I don't know, chat. You'll have to help us out with that.
I think they're all new ones.
We should have pulled up every studio. That's our bad.
Right. But there's like these monk people burning incense with like red smoke. So
walking by a window with a kid, a Jedi.
Yeah, so I'm guessing these are bad guys, or they're kind of like
evil witches.
A cult that like takes children because they're force sensitive. So the Jedi, I don't know, but with those hoods like that.
In the chat said, I think Jeremiah's right. I think they're all new studios.
Yeah,
they definitely all look different.
Yeah. Oh, well, kind of. All right, that was really fast. What just happened? So there's the red smoke. Then you have like it goes quick to these seemingly children in like orangish robes walking around on was raining and on rocks, and then it quickly goes to like a alien group of aliens talking to a stormtrooper. The scavenger one says, "I saw it myself. She has special powers." So this might be like a obviously that's a Imperial stormtrooper. So it's someone's
This
force sensitive.
animation is like super realistic looking.
No, well, it's weird. It has like it's really interesting because it's very.
I like it a lot.
It's really interesting because
it looks realistic, doesn't it?
It almost looks like it's like someone did stop motion, but then they put a filter on it to make it look not realistic, like not real.
Yeah.
But it I don't know. It's really. We'll see more of it later.
It looks real, but then it's not. Like it's so confusing looking. Like, but I was watching, like, what the?
So having these cool.
This would if they did a whole show in this would be cool.
Right.
Probably super expensive though.
I don't know. You don't gotta pay for. You just gotta pay. I don't know how all that stuff works. I'm not smart enough to know that, but at 45 seconds, you see. I think this is the same style here, the same episode when the lady parts the water. Because
this remind me of I don't know why. It kind of reminded me of like the old like Moses cartoon.
Yeah.
Right?
I said that in my trailer action. This is parting of the Red Sea.
Yeah, like I don't know, it just looks like
it's hard to see, but because it goes by fast, but like 46 seconds when she moves the water off, I believe that's the Jedi symbol on that thing. So she's, I'm assuming, someone who survived Order 66 and is in hiding and has.
Oh, it's definitely, if you like go really slow, you can definitely see that it is the Jedi symbol.
Yeah. So that's cool. And then we get at 47 seconds, we see like a stop motion. What is that? Is it? What's that one cartoon claymation? I think it's the Wallace and Gromit. Is that what it's called?
Yeah, I think or what was the chicken one?
I have no idea.
Chicken Run, right? No,
Chicken Run is something, but this reminded me of Wallace and Gromit.
Yeah. Well, it's all the same people.
Is it the same studio?
Remember. Well, the chicken one and that one, Wallace and Gromit, and then there was like a couple other ones. Those are the same. I don't know if this is the same, but it definitely has the same style. And this is the claymation one I was talking about. Like this super claymation.
Yeah, this one's really. This is gonna be the funny one.
Gumby.
Yeah, but this one's gonna be the funny episode, I think. So I'm looking forward to that.
The silly. Miles will probably love this episode, I think.
Yeah, because like there's like a Wookiee
in the background. Super cool.
So later on, we see like some of the characters look like pillows, like they're just kind of like stuffed, like plush characters, and so it'd be interesting. I don't know. I'm just kind of like, whatever we're supposed to say. We're just supposed to like, this looks interesting. This is cool. Like, I want to see it. So, I don't know. But yeah, and then add 54 seconds.
Oh, the view twist in the chest. I think it is the same people that made Wallace and Gromit.
Oh, that's cool.
That would be cool. Also, like, as quirky as these characters are, if they make like little figs of these, like figures.
Oh yeah,
I would buy those. I think it would be really cool.
Yeah, if they don't, I know they sold some merch, like the black and white one.
Yeah, I have the statue.
Yeah, so they made that merch, but was there other merch that had visions?
They did the pops of that.
The pops of the character.
They did that statue, and then they made like 2 anime style statue figures of the twins, and then that was like it. But like this things, like I can see like I don't know if Super 7 can get the rights to it, but they do like a lot of like they're doing right now that toys company is making like a bunch of the old Disney figures, like from the old Disney movies and stuff, and they look like you're taking the toy out of like the show. Like they're like super detailed cartoony looking figures.
Interesting.
So if they did something like this on that, I would love that.
Yeah, that'd
I
be
would
cool.
buy them all. I think it would be cool.
Yeah.
Some Miles would want them.
So then at 54 seconds, we see someone looking like a child looking into the sun, and something comes out of it.
And we have
very quick.
2 suns.
Is that what it was? I didn't even.
53, 54 seconds. If you twist in the chat did confirm that that is the same people that did Wallace and Gromit. So
Cool.
you know it's gonna be funny, and you know it's gonna be legit, and it honestly might be the longest one because of that.
Really?
I think so.
So what, the longest ones was the longest one like 23 minutes, I think, from season 1. Dude, some of these styles, I just want a whole movie. Give me
Dude, I think the Wallace and Gromit one would be a cool movie.
I mean,
it'd be like a funny kid movie, but I think it would be cool. Yeah, it's not like if I had all of them from last Visions and this one, like let's pick one. That would not be the one I would pick, but I would take it. I think the one I would still pick so far is probably the dual one, the first one. That animation style was so cool.
Yeah.
Like the black and white with some highlight colors, like that would be such a cool movie or a show. That'd be so cool.
So, yeah, so there's this crazy thing coming out of the sun, like a ship. Looked like a weird. I don't even know what you describe it as.
I'm trying to think too. I know what you're
like,
trying to say, but I don't.
Like, how do you describe what that shape? It's like a triangle with the bottom off, but then it has like things hanging off the bottom of it. Looks like
it's like a stingray that's not fully developed with 2 stingers. I don't know.
It looks like kind of like a Goomba.
Yeah, maybe.
Kind of like a Goomba, like an evil Goomba. I don't know. But all right, we'll keep going. So then we saw this girl earlier, a little girl, and must be like her brother. I'm guessing his brother, maybe dad. But like all these people in yellow, they seem like they're like
slaves
or something under some kind of oppression. So maybe like a Jedi or somebody comes, or maybe they're just people under the rule of the Empire and they're just suffering. That'd be a cool story. And then at 56 seconds, we got some. I think
the same people on the speeder. Yeah, I was saying that has the same kind of.
So then that purple, that's the frog.
It's not a frog.
Not a frog.
Not a frog. It's some
not
weird
a frog. But
alien.
But I think I'm excited for this one too. Just this style looks cool.
Yeah.
Oh, and then right after that, at 58 seconds, the lady that was parting the Red Sea. So this one must be the Indian one. Yeah. That's definitely an Indian East Indian looking woman. So this one is also the same. This is like it looks like a 3D. I'm guessing. I want to say they did mocap for this. Like, I feel like they had to for some like the details that they do with just the movement of doing that. It kind of looks like it could be stop motion, but she takes out 2 sabers, and it's super dusty, and this is gonna be another big duel. What else do we got going? Because everything's going super fast. Like I gotta keep going back and.
Yeah, and like if you guys listen to our Ahsoka trailer breakdown, we're going way faster on this one. We're already a minute into this one, but it's because like we don't know really what to guess. Like it's not like the Ahsoka one. Like we're tearing everything apart. Like this is like so many different images of so many different stories. It's hard to like predict anything on this stuff.
Yeah,
like, it's kind of just
a hype trailer.
We're just like, yeah, I like this image, or like
yeah,
but
because then continuing at 58 seconds, it looks like a young guy
with a flute
with something, and this is probably the continuation of that Indian studio.
Mm-hmm.
And then that quick goes to that the one speeder one episode
from the beginning
from that guy, but then it goes back at 59 seconds to the opening scene with the lady with the yellow saber,
which is like the image that's like on the thumbnail and
right?
stuff like that.
So I feel
she
like
has a robotic arm, which I didn't notice it until right now.
That's cool. So maybe she's a Skywalker. Maybe like a child of,
or maybe she's one of the first people that got modded.
First mod. She defeats a guy and then goes off on a really slow speeder. And then after that, it goes to another guy with a blue saber, classic anime
Doesn't
style.
that kind of look like the twins a little bit?
Kind of. Like a reimagining of that, but it's not the same style.
No, it's not the exact same way. This,
but I just
like,
want,
their face shape and stuff.
My problem is we don't have a California saber in this trailer.
We don't know.
If we don't get a California saber,
we're gonna get Texas saber next.
I think it's funny that Andrew hated California saber, but then he moved to California. I still think we need to make him. We need to make
him one and send it to him.
A saber with a California, glowing California coming out of it.
That would be funny.
Then that 101. This might be. We haven't seen. This might be the first of this episode that we've seen in this trailer. Like the guy with the blue over his forehead with a green, yellow eye. I think it's the first time I've seen it. I don't know. Because then after that, then that same person jumps off into a tube and then opens up with a white dress poofy thing.
Underwater, maybe?
I don't know. But it's very watery. Like simple art. It's not detailed.
This is probably the French one.
You don't think the French... Dude, they're so sophisticated and fancy over there in France.
Well, yeah, but it's... I don't know. It could be France.
But then at 103...
But you know what? There's like... Because, 103, it's... I think the same people looking up at her coming down.
But a super big stormtrooper. And then a regular stormtrooper. But like... the one stormtrooper looks like he's like black and he has like he reminds me of, you've seen Spaceballs?
Mm-hmm.
There's that guy that does the sound effects. It looks like exactly like that guy with the helmet. Like this guy's his afro, but in the movie it's like a black helmet. But it just reminded me of the sound effect guy doing the radar. I don't know.
But you know what? At least they're drinking coffee.
I did notice that they were drinking some. Do you think they were drinking hot beverages, or do you think it was just?
It looks hot. It looks like they got so scared they spilled on themselves.
Because it's pink, so maybe it's a tea.
That's true, but maybe it's tea. But maybe they had coffee earlier or something. I don't know why they have like some weird mud on themselves or something, but
they probably got.
It could be like a berry tea or a rose tea or something like that.
And do you have something like that at Wesley Andrews?
We do.
All right. Well, if you want to have the same exact beverage that these stormtroopers are drinking, you need to check out Wesley Andrews Coffee and Tea, and let's take a little commercial break to hear what they have to say.
Hey everyone, Andrew here. I'm pleased to tell you that the sponsor of today's episode is Wesley Andrews Coffee and Tea. If you don't know anything about Wesley Andrews, you definitely should. They're an award-winning coffee roaster and shop in Minneapolis, Minnesota, and they make fantastic coffee. The awesome thing is that whether you live in the Twin Cities or not, you can get their coffee beans delivered straight to your door by ordering them online. They even have a subscription service that ensures you never run out of amazing coffee. If you've been looking for some new coffee to try or a way to elevate your normal coffee routine, now's your chance. Head over to wesleyandrews.cc, use the code Empire Radio, that's with a capital E and a capital R with no space at checkout, to get 15% off your first purchase of any bags of coffee or a coffee subscription. I can't think of a better deal. Get 15% off some great coffee, support a small business, and support your favorite Star Wars podcast. In the words of Emperor Palpatine, do it.
Do it.
All right. Cool. All right. So now that you have your Wesley Andrews coffee and tea, let's continue on. And let me get this going. So then we have, kind of reminds me of a LAAT ship, LAAT transport, flying over. Kind of reminds me, it's not the same, but flying across some woods by a mountain range. And someone's flying. Rugal, I think it was the same guy we heard earlier in the trailer. The storm is approaching. So then at 106, we have. So is this the same?
Dude, I don't know.
Wallace
I don't
and
know if
Gromit?
this is a claymation one or
Because
is
it's
this
portrayed as
a
like
realistic one?
stuffed animals. Because later on, the guy like rips off the arms of like the Wookiee or something.
Or is this his own story? Because they're alive.
Maybe, but I don't know. I think this is different than the Wallace and Gromit one.
Yeah, I think it is too. And I think it's also different than the other realistic one. So there's like maybe another claymation one. Because this
'Cause
looks
at
claymation.
one
And
else-
it's really cool looking.
Well, I think these are actual stuffed figures. Because you can't
maybe.
make that texture with clay.
No, probably not. It looks like
Yeah.
a bear.
I thought it was more like a bunny with
Lots of ears.
a bunny with, I don't know. Maybe it's not an animal. Maybe it's just an alien. Okay. But I don't know. When we go back to the Indian episode
That
where
we're assuming is Indian. It could not be.
Sorry if we're wrong. But then there's TIE fighters that arrive.
Mm-hmm.
And so the Empire's there. And then we have the claymation one again. The Wallace and Gromit one, because that's the same character we saw.
Yeah.
Flying through. And then we're back at the actual claymation one.
Or the stop motion.
The stop motion claymation. With the weird like feathers and like weird like clay hair. I don't know. Has like a stick, but then like the blade is on pointing in the wrong direction.
It looks like he's like, I don't know, like I don't even know.
I don't know. I don't think he's just
Tribal?
a weird tribal, like living off the land. Because like that weapon he's carrying is just like a stick with
the spear on one side.
Yeah.
But it looks cool because it almost looks 3D. Like it looks like it's almost
definitely a stop motion claymation thing. That's why it looks like that.
Mm-hmm.
But it's just a cool style, and then quickly goes to the next one.
Is the lady with the dress style one.
Yep. And then really like a second, and then it jumps. This is the enemy in the Indian one where the lady fights, because we see it later on. But
yes,
those are
you
like,
can also see like the background's very similar.
Yeah. But like the guy is with two troopers, which I think are supposed to be like purge troopers,
mm-hmm.
which are the ones that are designed or trained to fight Jedi. But he's just like, this could be like an inquisitor. Like he's an inquisitor hunting down Jedi, and he's just there with some troopers that can help him out if need be.
I think this is the Indian one because there's a lot of Indian art that portray characters with like greenish, bluish faces.
Maybe I don't know enough.
You know what I'm talking about?
Indian stuff to know, but could be.
Chat, help me out. Don't make me look dumb, please.
But then, literally a second later, at 1:12, it's like this orange scene with these.
Have you even seen this?
That's yet? That's the guy from at the very beginning because it has the things coming out.
Oh
of his
yeah,
head.
yep, it is. You're right.
So he's with like these must be like droids. That he's with.
Yeah, they are. You can look at their knees.
Yeah. But it's cool because now they're like outside, like out in the elements on the planet.
Maybe that's before he finds her.
Maybe, but then again, this has like very minimal like design because it says circles in the sky and shapes in the sky. But then when we see him in the hall fighting, it's super detailed and very stylistic. So it's gonna be cool seeing the contrast between the.
Yeah, because the droids look very detailed, but then like everything around it isn't.
Right. So it brings your attention to the important parts, which is an interesting way of storytelling.
And the next one is that the guy with the staff one.
Is it?
Yeah. Because later on you see him like pointing at the chicken walker.
Yeah, the ATST. It's kind of cool. And it's some facility. But then then that's the same guy. Yep, the claymation stop motion thing where he seems to think that he can use the force. Do you think this kid's force sensitive?
I think so.
Or do you think he's just kind of like trying to play the role? But he puts his hand out at a TIE fighter that comes through, and it's cool. The TIE fighter has like a spotlight on it, which I don't think we've seen anything like that before.
Dude, so this animation looks so cool. Like the rocks and the wind, and it's so cool looking.
Yeah, I'm excited for this one. And then he puts up 2 hands because 1 hand's not enough. You got to be extra powerful.
Well, then, like right before that, you get a different scene of a different character from the same.
Yeah.
One with like fire around it.
Yeah, very, very fast. Like you'll just miss it if you blink. That must have been because it was a 2 looking at the ATST. This must have been the other person then with them. But
the detail on that TIE fighter is so good.
Yeah,
this one's gonna be sweet. I think this is the one I'm most excited about. Actually, I don't know. Yeah. They all look so cool.
We get some classic stormtroopers at 124. Just you there, hold it, like classic.
Yeah.
Then right after that, then we have this. Yeah, this is the Wallace and Gromit one.
Is the Wallace and Gromit.
But then here's it has the fabric one, the fabric stuff things, which was like the rabbit thing that we saw. So maybe they are the same one. I don't know.
It's hard to tell, but they did make it look
a bunch of Wookiees though.
Like what? One of them's like Miles, like with the pacifier and just rips his toy in half.
Yep, and then those more claymation guys are scared of what's going on, so they close the window or like the glass around them in their vehicle.
Dude, even look at the clothes that they're wearing. They like sold little tiny outfits on these characters and put them on clay.
Yeah.
Freaking so cool. Claymation's such a cool thing.
It's a lot of work though. That's why people don't do it as much.
I would, you know what? I would love someone to do a claymation of the VCU.
True. So if one of you listening worked on any season of the Vision, any episodes of Visions, especially the Wallace and Gromit stuff, or the claymation one with the crazy guy, or the Indian one, honestly. Any of them, we would love for you to help us out with our art project. Because we have a short story, not really, it's not a short story, it's a full-length story, basically, a movie, that we're trying to illustrate that was created by our fans. And they send in voicemails telling a great audio drama, and we need some illustrations for all of these voicemails. And so we're like 70% done. I think we just got a couple more today, or one today or something. So if you want to help out, I didn't have a chance to look at it. But if you are an artist of any sort, take a listen to this commercial from our friend Lucy.
Hey everyone! Fictional Lucy here, and I'm pleased to tell you that I'm just one of the many characters created in the original Star Wars audio drama some Empire radio fans made. The story of my friends and I, called the Voicemail Cinematic Universe, played out through 86 voicemails. The problem is, our adventures are only audio, unless you give us a hand. The goal is to have an illustration for every voicemail provided by you listeners. We're looking for any type of media. Digital art, Legos, painting, photography, anything at all. And don't worry if you're not professional. If you want to see the drama we go through come to life, just click on the link in the description that takes you directly to a Google Doc. It'll guide you through the whole process of creating and submitting your art. Colonel Doss, Will, Darth Daddy, and all us VCU characters can't wait to see what you can do. In the words of Emperor Palpatine, that fiendish Sith Lord, do it.
Do it. All right. Cool. Well, now we're back at it with the speeder one. But
Yes.
So this is like a real, I don't know, this style I really like too. I think this is going to be one of the ones I like, but they're just on some machine. Kind of reminded me of, she pulls a lever and the thing starts going. It just kind of reminded me of the machine and Beauty of the Beast that the dad made.
Mm-hmm.
All the things start moving around. I don't know. Just reminded me of that. But yeah. So then we're back to the I'm assuming
Stuffed animals one.
The animal one's like the claim. I don't know if
I think this is a different one completely now. I don't think it's the same one as the claymation from.
I think you're right because these are a lot of cloth. Like these are made with cloth characters.
Yeah.
But then that Wookiee that ripped off thing had a cloth thing in his hand, but he was also clay. So we don't know.
But he was also like a person, like a Star Wars characters. These look like straight up like cats.
These are cats. I don't know. Who knows?
They're weird looking.
But then at 1:30, this is that opening one from the opening of the trailer, the crazy lightsaber. So this scene right here has really a lot of detail, and it's orange like it was when the guy was walking through the thing with the droids. But you can see she has 2 streaks of white hair going through her.
It's like Cruella de Vil.
Yeah. So I don't know what she's doing. She turns on her starship, I'm guessing.
Yep. Or maybe a TIE fighter?
That'd be cool.
But she definitely has a droid arm.
Yep.
I don't think it's TIE fighter. I take that back because the next scene you see the engine start of some ship. And it's definitely the same animation style.
Right.
At 131.
Yep. And then at 132, straight back to the claymation one again. When it's that blue girl with the orange stripes on her face going crazy. And then you have 2 okay, so you have one saber scene that transitions into another saber scene where they just flow into each other.
Collide.
So
one's with a green saber. I don't know which one this one is. But the second one's definitely like we're calling the Indian one.
Yeah.
And he's definitely your Inquisitor because look at his saber.
The spinny, the chopper saber.
Yeah.
So.
And she has dual sabers, so it's definitely that one.
Yep.
It says May 4th.
May 4th. And I think this is also the one from the opening because the orange scenery.
Someone flying with a jetpack.
They fly now?
They fly now.
But they're chasing after. We've seen that this is kind of like is it Grievous's?
Yeah,
Grievous's thing.
Grievous's
thing that he just fly. It's in episode 3, but I think he also has it in Clone Wars too, where it's like he's sitting.
so she started that because
Is
it's
that her?
Yeah, if you go
Okay.
to like, it's crazy because when you watch the trailer, like normally this stuff is going by so fast that like you're just like watching lights and stuff flash, and
Yeah, but this
like
style is so interesting.
it's so cool. So they're flying, chasing her. Because if you stop at 138, it's definitely her.
Yeah.
But it almost looked like a motorcycle.
Yeah, she's riding it like a
crotch rocket.
I wasn't gonna say that, but yeah, a crotch rocket.
What else? What else are they called?
I don't
Speeder
know.
bike.
I don't know what's the proper term.
That
for
is
those.
the proper term of it.
That is not the proper term for that style of motorcycle. That's a slang.
Well, I don't know the proper term then. That's
you don't open up a catalog from Hyundai or something, or from Honda and be like, "Oh, here's a." No. But anyway,
I think
this is a family friendly. This is a family friendly show. But she's riding it like that inside like a wheel.
See, even Pie in the chat said that's all I know it by. That's all I'm pretty sure that's what they're called, my dude. I don't think they're called anything because there's motorcycles. They have crotch rockets, and then they have like what's the term? Now I'm thinking like just riders, and then they have
you have hogs, you have choppers.
Yes, and crotch rockets. Yeah, that's what they're called.
Okay, we've said that word too many times. But anyway, she's running away.
Choppers? Yeah, maybe that's what they're called, but
then we got the Blue Saber kid again. This was from before when it went quickly from one to the other fight. This is the same one. So on that 139, it was just cool. Like he has like his eyes are glowing blue.
Yeah,
and interactive lighting. I think that's really cool. It's like he's using it as a ring light.
That's why it keeps reminding me of the twins.
So that's cool. Oh dang! And then I didn't even see this one. So after that, literally for like a few frames, it's that guy.
An all white background.
All white, and you can see him like in the light.
Force choking. Dude, that's such a cool animation.
It's so weird. I want to know where they're fighting that is doing this. Like where the environments are always changing. Are they in some sort of interdimensional thing? I don't know. The world between worlds? I don't know. And there's a big flash in the sky. And you see like statues of heads. Like there's like rings going through the heads.
Probably some Jedi stuff.
Some temple thing or something. I don't know.
Then you get the kid.
The kid again from what we're saying is the French one.
Or the Japanese one.
Yeah, and then we're like at 142, like a city looking kind of like Batman or something. It's like looking out into the city about to do something.
The Jedi symbol.
It really looks like an 80s style futuristic city.
Yeah, it's really cool looking.
And then you see
takes us.
When at 143, you have a better look at that girl's mechanical arm.
Yep. And then
and there's you're saying that she has another saber that comes out.
She has like a red saber coming out the backside of it.
That's cool.
It's really cool looking.
So it kind of seems like she just put together whatever she could.
Yeah, it seems like she just found two sabers and put them together.
Or two crystals and just had to make one. That was what she had. So that's cool because the yellow one is curved a little bit, but then the red one is straight.
Yeah, that's why I think it's definitely cool looking. So maybe she's evil too. Like
maybe they're both evil. Maybe it's the apprentice is the Sith apprentice needs to kill the Sith master type of thing. That'd be a cool story.
That'd be sweet.
Because like we've seen like Palpatine versus Maul, but like it wasn't his apprentice anymore, and it was this one thing. But like this would be cool to see an actual apprentice trying to kill their master to to become the new master. That'd be cool. At 145, we have AT-ATs attacking a domed glass city, looks like.
With a lady running on top of it.
Yep. And that must be the lady in the dress from earlier, maybe? I don't know.
Maybe. It's the same style.
Kind of a similar style. And then after that, it quick goes to the cool claymation one.
Yeah,
like with troopers, like snow troopers. Looks like. I don't know. It's really cool. And then there's the kid and the other guy running away. And then we see the Indian one again with the fight. It's a lightsaber fight, which is super cool. Like, dude, it's so fast. Like, I know a lot of you.
So fast.
Okay, first of all, a lot of you are listening while you're at work because you're listening to a podcast at work, so you can't watch along, so it's maybe not as fun. But definitely go watch this trailer a million times, just to go frame by frame.
Or just listen to it and follow along with us.
Yeah,
if we are saying the numbers a lot.
Yeah, and so. And there's more sabers fighting each other, and then it ends. A bunch of flashes between saber fights, and it ends. Vision Season 2, available May 4th, and that's it. We're done.
Wait. 150. At 150, you see whoever the blue guy is fighting.
All right, I'll go quick.
It's like a girl Sith.
Interesting.
You see her?
Yeah.
So we know that's who he is fighting. And you see like these
two people falling from the sky.
Which is that blue Jedi.
Is it?
Yeah, it's the same kid.
Oh, with the white hair, yeah. Mm-hmm. Blonde hair. Falling from the sky. That's cool. Skydiving.
And you see more of that white background, yellow saber.
Yeah, there's a bunch of... It. Yeah.
Less than a month away. That's right.
Yeah.
Less than a month away. On Star Wars Day.
Yep, so that's Star Wars Day the Thursday.
Guess I'm watching this instead of the original trilogy.
Oh, darn. You're going to get more hyped about watching this then. So...
I'm actually really pumped for this.
May 4th is a Thursday. So... We'll do an episode probably that... Or before? I don't know. We'll figure it out. But we're probably not going to do the breakdowns of this till the week after. So if we're doing Wednesdays like we have been doing, be the 10th, 17th, and 24th of May. So we'll be doing 3 episodes each. So it will give us enough time to...
You want to do the first one on Star Wars Day?
I won't have time, bro.
Oh, GG.
I got to go to work, bro. So if it was on Wednesday, if it was on Wednesday, then we could do it. But
yes, sure.
We could probably gonna do it just like we did before. We did 3 episodes an episode, 3 episodes and like that's weird to say. But there's 9 episodes, so we'll just split it between 3. Now, first season we did it where we just went straight 3 in chronological order. But like we were considered last year, we'll maybe switch them around just for lengthwise because the first one's like. First 3 episodes are each a half hour long. That's a long episode to do, so we might pair it with some shorter ones. But we'll see how it plays out.
Yeah.
And so stay tuned for that because I'm really excited. I'm more excited about this season than I am the first season after seeing this trailer. Because it's such unique styles. I have to go back and...
more excited, but...
I need to go rewatch that Visions trailer, the first one. To see how hyped I was
right now.
But no, we're not doing that right now.
Oh no, I should just pull it up and see it.
But yeah, so if you are excited, let us know. Well, maybe that would be the Q&A we'll have on this one. Is which episode are you most excited for, or what's art style are you most looking forward to? So
and for our season our 200 episode, our question should be, what was your favorite episode we've ever done from the last 200 episodes?
I guess we could do that. Favorite episode of the first 200. So,
I don't know. I'm watching the first season. It's so Japanese though. It's like completely different.
All right. Well, we don't need to jump into that, but
so cool.
We get out of here pretty quick. So, I don't know. Anything else, Drew, about this trailer you want to mention before you head out and do some socials and stuff?
I don't think so. If you guys are wondering why the last 2 episodes haven't had voicemails, we're doing voicemails still this week, but on the Mandalorian breakdown episode. So don't worry, send them in still. Yeah. You can also just send in a voicemail and tell us what your favorite 200 episode, because Mando, chapter 23, 22? No,
23.
23. That'll be our 202 episode.
Yep.
The podcast. So you can also send in your voicemail on that too. But
all right, cool. Well, if you want to get connected to Empire Radio, there's a link in the description. links.co/Empire Radio, links with 2 I's. And that is a landing page for everything Empire Radio: Facebook, Instagram, YouTube, Twitch, the fan email. Send in a voicemail, the link for that one. We got the VCU Illustration Project link there as well. And needlesslynerdy.com, which is a entertainment network that we are a part of. So go check them out if you like nerdy content other than just Star Wars. I think that's about it. Anything else, Drew?
Nope, I think that's it.
All right, cool. Well, you've been listening to another trailer-tastic episode of Empire Radio. I'm Jeremiah.
I'm Drew.
And may the Force be with you.
Always.